don't want it. They won't operate on me because I'm too
Hey, Caitlin. Obviously we're waiting on everybody to jump on here, but just curious, whose team are you on?
I am on.
Okay, that
Oh,
makes
sorry.
sense.
Hold on. I'm having technical difficulties. Okay.
Okay.
I'm on Debbie's team.
Uh-huh.
So star director is Debbie Pitts, and then my sponsor is Angela Hudson.
Gotcha. Well, we're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Mhm. Hey, Michelle.
Hey,
How are you?
I feel like crap. I just went and got me some medicine.
Good. I hope you got some Mucinex.
I can't take Mucinex. I'm allergic to some stuff in it.
Well, I hope
They,
you got something.
yeah, I'm gonna take some NyQuil.
Okay, so where did y'all get this from working the event?
I don't think so. Levi, like, we thought he had like some sinusy stuff going on. And
Hmm.
I took him to the doctor because he was like running a fever, a bad, like a really bad cough. So I took him to the doctor and they said they tested him for COVID and they tested me for COVID.
That's what
And
they're doing for everybody right now, which is
yeah,
ridiculous.
but they said it's croup or group or whatever.
No, croup is going around pretty bad right now, so that could be
Yeah,
possible.
yeah, that's what they
Fun
said it
times.
was.
Fun times. Make sure that he's not sleeping on his belly and that he sleeps upright somewhat so he doesn't get choked. And
Yeah, he went to
his
he
cough is probably like a
went to sleep like a bark. Yeah, he went to sleep laying on Mama's chest and Mama tried to lay him down
hold on one
flat and he
second.
woke up.
Hey Michelle, I've got to mute it for just a second. I got to talk to somebody about Cincy. Hold on.
Okay.
Hey guys, we're just waiting for a few more people to jump on here. I know that several people's teams are planning on being on. Debbie has asked that I kind of lead things tonight because she's got an event coming up. I think she's doing a fundraiser all week in Tuscaloosa. So, yeah. Apparently that's a pretty good drive from Birmingham. So she's having to get in bed early. Hey, Sakima.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you? I'm so glad to see you.
I'm good, thanks. Just same here.
Awesome. Dennis, Caitlin, Becca, Renee, Tasha. And there's people on here I don't know. So that's even more amazing. I love it. So it is recording, which is amazing. I recorded for the first time last night on a Zoom and had no clue what I was doing, but guess what? It worked. So, hey, Mitzi.
Hey,
Wow. I'm excited. There's so many people. So Michelle, whenever I had to put you guys on hold earlier, I have a girl that works at the hospital and she literally was calling me to tell me that she's fixing to send me her address, her phone number, and her email so she can sign up for Cincy.
Yay, that's so exciting.
I know. So that's 2 for today. And I've had 4 other people reach out just from that little bubble that we have on our name on Facebook.
On the messages.
Yes, I'm going to show you guys. I think that I can see it on my desktop, but if I can't, I'm going to try to show you guys on my phone how it is. So it has been really awesome. I've just changed it out every day. So I think that it looks like we have 9. We may have more jump on later, which is fine. It looked like there was going to be a few late. So I don't know that I've met everybody on here. I know I haven't met Tasha. Renee, there's a few more that I haven't met. I'm Amanda Metters. I am a superstar consultant right now, working toward director this month. And so I'm super excited about all the joint opportunities, and I've grown my team last month, of course, with what we had going on as far as joint opportunity in this month as well. So super excited about where Cincy's taking me and all of my team that's going along with me. And of course, our upline. I'm so thankful for our upline and what they do to push us to be better every day. So I want to welcome you all for being on the call tonight. And is there anybody on here that's new, or it's the first time that they're here?
that would be me, Tasha.
Hey, Tasha, I'm so excited you're here. So who are you under? Like, who's your upline?
Oh, I don't have any.
Okay. So you're just
And
kind of checking it out to see if you like it?
Yes.
Oh, good. Well, I'm so glad you're here. The one thing that I love about Cincy is the community. So we are so glad that you're here tonight. If you don't mind me asking, who invited you to the call?
I can't hear you.
I said, if you don't mind me asking, who invited you to the call?
Deborah Pitts.
Yes, I love Miss Debbie. She is our superstar director. So she is the one that is normally on here helping lead us, but she has a fundraiser all this week. So she'll be in Tuscaloosa, but we are so glad you're here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for
Absolutely.
letting me be.
Absolutely. Who else is new here for the first time on this call? I see Jessica.
My name is Angela.
Hey, Angela. We're so glad you're here.
Mhm.
Who invited you to the call tonight?
My superstar director, Debbie Pitts Palmer.
Yay. Well, we're so glad you're here. So thankful you're here. Anybody else that's new on the call? Hey, Dennis, your friend Angela.
Yes, Angela and I go way back.
I'm sorry.
Angela and I go way back.
Oh, awesome. Well, I am so glad. It's always great to see new faces and have new people here. So we are glad. I'm glad that everyone's here, but we always love to have our newbies here as well. Is there any shout outs that we have for this week? Oh, come on. There is somebody on here. I know that Michelle, she is one of my front line, Michelle Wright. She's on here right now. She did reach her sensational start level 1. She's almost a level 2. Of course, shooting star all in 18 days. So I am super pumped about where she's headed. Is there anybody else?
I have somebody.
Thank you, Amanda.
Absolutely, absolutely.
She's unfortunately not on here. She's actually has a migraine, but my newest team member, Lauren,
Uh-huh.
actually wound up going active this month. So
Oh, that's awesome.
she's been with us for about maybe a month and a half,
Yeah,
and she sold almost 300 so far in PRV within the last month and a half. So
that is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, always going active always made me so pumped. Like it just made me want to go more, and just get a little bit more, get a little bit more. Hey, Angela, so glad you're here.
Good evening, everybody.
Yeah, we're just going over shout outs. If anybody has any shout outs on their team members.
Okay.
Anybody else? I know that I think that I saw that we had a lot of new team members this month. Again, I feel like as of the 12th of the month, we have 13 new team members on our team of TTS. So that's
Yes.
really good.
We do.
Yes.
I actually have someone by the name of Caitlin. She is on the call.
Yay!
She is a new consultant and she is doing amazing. We're working on it. And this is not my first go around, but definitely gonna do what we can to get all of us where we need to be.
Yes. Well, it's okay if it's not your first go around, because guess what? It wasn't mine either. So, Miss Debbie calls me the comeback. So anyway, well, we're so glad you're here. Any other shout outs? I know they're out there, y'all. Our team is looking awesome. Don't be shy. Angela, you have somebody that has been on fire on your team, and I can't remember her name.
Tawana.
Yes, where is she? She
I
must
don't-
be busy. I don't see her, but that's okay. She's been doing amazing too. I've been watching her.
She's usually on the
Yeah,
call and she's always shouting out
I'm
everybody.
just listening to this call.
Hey,
Congrats.
Jessica, can you mute your microphone? Oh, you're awesome. Thank you. Yeah, Tawana is always, I'm really looking forward to working with her on some of these events. So
Oh, Absolutely.
yeah. Leah, I know you got a new teamie.
Dang. Well,
Yeah.
hold on. She's earning her kit. So yeah,
Okay, that's okay. That's a new
she had to
teamie
have
for me.
surgery today. So I've been trying to help her out some, but she'll be back tomorrow. Working it.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Wow. Guys, we have so many on this call. I'm just overwhelmed at all the pictures because I'm on my desktop and it's like so many. So it's awesome. Is there anybody that's trying something new? I know that I saw also with Leah, she's trying to do something new, which is super cute. And I'm going to let her share that real quick.
Oh Lord. Okay, so I've taken what Courtney's brought to us in her live today and some of the posts she's made. And I went on my page and I told everyone, I said, look, I know y'all are used to me asking you to throw parties for me. So what my plan is I'm going to throw a sip and sniff myself and invite them. And then I told everyone to invite or to bring a friend with them.
Yeah, that's super
So-
cool. And it doesn't always have to be, you know, alcohol. It could be coffee,
Right.
coffee and donuts and do a sip and sniff, like let's sip some coffee and tea and let's smell all these scents. So I really like that idea. The cool part is here at my townhouse, I have a clubhouse that I can use. So I was really thinking about that. It's really good to show especially when the catalog changes from old catalog to new catalog, and allow people to smell all those new scents. They're wanting to smell all the things. And so that is a wonderful, wonderful idea. I think I'm going to jump on that boat.
Well, I said that I was gonna figure out a date and a time when I've had 20 yeses. I'm up to 18 now. So
Okay, well, just be patient.
more,
I have a hard
yes.
time with that, but just be patient. 20 is good. And then if they bring a friend, that's 40. So that's even better.
Exactly. Right.
So that's really good, Leah. I like that a lot.
So
Anybody
Leah, yeah, I want to tell Leah that's a great idea. Last year, I did a fragrance flower coloring party. So I sent out messages to my friends and had them to RSVP to pay ahead of time for their flowers. And so we did a little extra just to have like salad and lemonade for lunch. And so I had like 63 women there, and I had a set up on the stage where they can purchase, and it went very well. It went really well. So I plan to do that again this year.
That is awesome. That's a great
That
idea
is a good
too.
idea. Yeah.
Yes, because I don't know if you guys seen those flowers, but they were so pretty. Like, because the oil, when you put that marker on there, the oil just soaks it up and it just makes it so pretty. And it was a really good thing. So I like that idea too, Angela. You had 63.
It was
And that's
63 women. Yes.
at
We had a
$18.
great time.
Yeah, that's
Everybody was
$18 a
super
flower.
excited.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
$18 a flower, right? That's a lot.
Yeah, that was 16.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I always try to sell those things for $18. I don't know why.
Yeah, so we did $20 a person so that it would cover like 7 lemon.
Right. That's
lemonade.
awesome. I love that. That's a great idea. That'd probably be something good to do around the holidays too. That would be really good.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, they prepay. So if they don't show up, hey, they've already paid, they've already purchased that flower,
Right.
but I had everybody to show up. However, if they had not shown up, I would have gotten their flower.
Right.
But they wouldn't have gotten that $4 back. Yeah,
Right.
but so it was great. It turned out really well, really good.
That is awesome. I love that. I like both of those ideas, and that's a great way to bring in revenue, or not revenue, but PRV. So that's really good. Another thing is fundraising. I know Courtney's on the call, but she's driving. She has been killing it with fundraisers, and I actually got one today. I've got a guy that's going through cancer treatment, and he's actually one of my patients. And so we're going to do a Scent Circle fundraiser for him. His wife works at a factory, and so she is willing to do that. And I told her that I would be willing to come and discuss it or whatever I needed to do. And she is all about it. So I'm super excited about raising some extra funds for them and helping them. So if you guys need any help on fundraising, I'm not the professional, but Courtney is. She's doing really well with it. So, and we can get you all the resources that you need to get you started with that. And one other thing that I had thought about is I know that I've heard people talking about the Boo Baskets, which I think is a really cute idea. I am all about putting something together because I have learned in this short time that I have been with Scentsy that people love to purchase things together. Baskets, they want things together. And so I am going to get the little, it's like a little bucket that looks like a pumpkin from the Dollar Tree. Anna, you're sharing your screen, honey. Okay, sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna get the little plastic basket from the Dollar Tree, maybe put some candy in there, some of the grass, and then add one of the little scent buddies. I think we have a bat and a pumpkin. Add that in there and allow people to purchase that for their children. I'm not exactly sure what the cost will be, but once I get that together, I will shoot you guys a picture in TTS so you can see it.
And I'm
Amanda,
gonna piggyback
so-
Boo Bucket quick.
Sure.
So Amanda,
Hold on. Courtney?
Amanda,
Yes, ma'am, Miss Angela. Hold on, Courtney. Yes, ma'am.
okay, so Clarissa, put a message in the chat. She said she definitely need help with fundraising. And I know that the Scent Circle fundraiser does really well.
Yes.
If she's interested in that.
Yes. And I'm
Yeah.
writing this down so I'll know who to reach out to. I think there's somebody that's not on mute, and I know that Courtney's trying to talk to, but somebody else is not on mute. So I'm getting a lot of feedback.
Yeah, make sure you're on mute, guys. Just for any background chatter or background noise that you may have. I was gonna piggyback off of two things. Fundraising, I saw Clarissa's comment come through the chat, and then also for the Boo Buckets. Hey Tasha, can you make sure you mute your mic, babe? We got a little bit of background chatter coming through.
And I know I did this last night. I just don't know how to do it.
Remember, go to meeting controls. And then there should be a mute all. And I'm hoping I don't lose service right here coming into my neighborhood. I always lose service coming in right here.
Okay, I'm working on this. But you said the Boo Baskets.
Yeah, so fundraising, guys, and Boo Baskets. So fundraising, and stop me if I start to freeze, Amanda, because like I said, my service is about to go crappy real fast. But you guys, I follow Wendy Heath Newgas on YouTube. She's a dear friend of mine and a mentor of mine. She has a YouTube channel, and I'll put her name in the chat. She has a training and every single document that you need for any fundraiser. Scent circles, car bars, full catalog, travel twist, fragrance flower, warmer and wax bundle, the whole 9 yards. And she has it as the training video attached to it. In the chat to make sure you guys all have that. You can just go look it up. It's a very new video that she shared. And then as far as Boo Buckets, I found this on Pinterest, and it actually wasn't Scentsy related when I found it. Hold on, guys. Okay. Am I still good? Am I still
You're good.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it was a You've Been Booed bucket, right? And it's actually, especially if you live in a rural, more community like neighborhood type place. So they had a bucket and they put crafts in it. They put little Dollar Tree trinkets in it. And then it had this image or this little window decal. You could just print one off that said, "You've been booed." And then it had a second image or graphic doc that said, you know, "You've been booed. I hope you enjoy this basket of goodies. Now it's your turn to boo a friend or boo a neighbor." And so the more that you get your community involved, you'll start seeing in everybody's windows or doors these little stickers or pieces of paper that say "You've been booed." Well, guys, you could easily put your information on there. Yeah, I know it's dark. You can easily put your information on there, and you could put in like a Biddy Buddy, or you could put in a scent circle or something that's Halloween themed or harvest themed. And then you could start sharing with everyone in your neighborhood, "Hey, you know, I do these buckets. I do these Boo Buckets. for you as well that you can purchase for your kids. So not only are you pulling your community together and they're getting.
I'm sorry, I'm
Hey
trying to get
Tasha,
it
can you
muted.
mute your mic, honey? Can you mute? If you click your screen, there should be a microphone. There we go. Awesome. Thank you, sweetheart.
Perfect, thank you.
So you could use that first You've Been Booed bucket to be your opening to the community. And every time the bucket goes from one neighbor, then they do another neighbor, then they do another neighbor, they add to the little bucket, and then, you know, they've got the graphic or whatever. But I will try to find it on Pinterest. I saved it to a board because I was like, I could come up with a way to use that to grow my business and to pull my community together to do something fun. I live in a really small area, but my neighborhood is big, but I live in one of the best neighborhoods with the best schools in the zone. So I feel like there are a lot of kids in my area, and there's a lot of parents that don't know that I sell Scentsy. Sorry. So I feel like if I started one boo bucket and I just let them spread the word for me, I'm not having to do any of the work. They're reaching out to me. They're asking for boo buckets for their kids as well as friending the neighbor next door. So I just felt like it was a really cool concept. I haven't done it yet, so I don't know if it's going to work, but I just wanted to share that idea because I thought it was really cool. So
Yeah, that is a great idea. Yeah, let us know about that. I would love to see it. Because I'm definitely gonna do that.
yeah, sure.
So
You got it. Yeah, it looks cute. So I'll try to find it. I know I saved it on Pinterest, and then I will I'll put it in a chat, and then I'll put it in TTS as well. So
okay, cool.
there's no Scentsy related stuff with it. It's just the bucket itself. But I thought, what a fun twist we could do.
Yeah,
to
you can
make
always
it.
add something Scentsy to it.
Yeah.
So
So
that's good. All right. Anybody else have any awesome ideas?
Michelle said like this, so kind of sorta, but instead of the bucket saying you've been booed, they get a like piece of paper or like a printout that says you've been booed, and they have to post it in their front door of their home or their window to where their whole community can see it. So then the neighborhood knows who's been booed and who hasn't. That's where it ties in.
There's
all the
somebody
stuff
that's not
together.
muted. Sorry. I'm not sure who's on an iPhone. It doesn't say a name, but there's somebody. If you'll just tap the phone in the bottom right hand corner, there's a microphone and mute it for us. Thank you. We're getting a lot of feedback. Sorry about that, Courtney.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Did anybody else
Thank-
have questions or anything? I'm gonna put Wendy's name in the chat so you guys know.
So Clarissa's also asking if she does events as a vendor, does she have to have a lot of product? So I would say some of my girls have wanted to do events, and I have told them, you know, if they set up with their kit and they're talking to people and passing out samples, then they're still making those connections with people. They can still take orders that way. And Miss Carol and Miss Angela, and I don't know if Courtney, if you're still on here, you guys can input on that. I feel like that if they're set up and they're representing Scentsy and they're sharing their kit and all of that, that they're still making the connections that they need to make. I mean, they can still see the product, see the kits and things like that. They don't have to have inventory. That's not a requirement.
Right. And I think if they had some product
agree.
sheets, maybe and some samples, you know, sometimes that's enough. Yeah,
Absolutely.
you don't have to have a whole lot of inventory because you never know what people are going to buy. I mean, few bars, they might get a room spray. You take all that stuff, they don't buy it. So just maybe give them a sample of everything and then have your product sheets and some samples and stuff like that. And of course, your business information.
Right. And this is the product sheet that she's talking about. This comes in your kit. And you guys, instead of sending a catalog out in the mail to my customers that are repeats, I've sent this along with a business card and maybe some goodies. because it doesn't weigh as much when you're sending it in the mail.
Right.
I put a catalog in there and it was $2.70 for one.
Yeah.
I mean, by
Yeah,
the time
it's
you're sending out
expensive.
60 or 70, that's a lot of money. So
Sadly, it used to just be one stamp to send those. Now it's
I
not.
know it's crazy how much postage just gone up, but that's great, Miss Carol. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
What-
to piggyback off what Miss Carol said too, and Amanda, shows, guys, it's not always about the dollar. It's about making the
Connections,
It's
the
about building the
connections.
relationships.
Yep.
Because that is your longevity. Building a true, genuine connection with so many people is where your business is going to grow. You can sell to your 5 people in your circle all day, but eventually they're going to be stocked up for a few months at a time. So making those connections at shows, that's the main reason I go to a show. The main reason. I used to take so much stuff. I'm talking,
Yep.
it would
Me
take
too.
me 2.5 hours just to set up, literally, and 2.5 hours to tear down. And the other day I did one at the retirement community here. 30-minute setup, 30-minute tear down. I sold over $100 something worth of product in 2 hours. It's all about the connections. I booked a party. I had a couple of people say they wanted to come back and shop with me. So it's all about the connection at vendor shows. Always. When I go in, before every show, I pray. I'm like, God, send me all the connections, all the join conversations that I can have today. And that's my main focus. Yeah, they're going to buy it, of course, because it's there. But my focus is to connect and to grow.
Yes, and
the
after
events
this,
are so great because that's where I found Amanda at an event. Because you never know.
I know. I came out back
Walk
out of
up
the
on
woodwork.
Yeah. And I've had other people that just come up at event. I want to join Cincy. So, it's really about the relationships and right. And maybe finding your next downline.
And after this weekend, Mitzi coming down from Kentucky and us hauling all that stuff around, I think I'm rethinking how I do my events too, because it is so much work.
Yeah.
And if you've never done an event, I'm just telling you right now, the best ones are, I love the BJCC, and I think it's just close to my heart because that's the one I did first. And if you get the opportunity to work any event, whether big or small, you're more than welcome to always go along with me. And I'm sure everybody would be willing to take you along. It is an amazing experience to see and to talk to people and tell them about your business and things like that. If you just get one opportunity to do it, I highly recommend it. It is a lot of work.
It
but
was
like
a great
I said,
experience.
I'm looking to what did you say, Michelle?
It was a great experience.
Yeah, I'm looking to downsize, obviously on what I'm taking, and I'm trying to cater more to the type of event I'm going to. If I'm going to a car show, I'm going to cater to do car kits, to do the mini fan diffuser, to do car bars, things like that. But if I'm going to something like this weekend, I was at the sunflower farm. I didn't know what to cater to, had no idea. So I just took everything. But I'm going to try to make it more, like I said, just catered more to the type of event that I'm going to.
Yeah, and I do a lot of little small events, and you're right, you cater to it and you take, you don't have to take everything you got.
Don't tell my husband that because he thinks that I do have to.
Well, I'll tell you about experience. We had, and Courtney worked with this when we did the first Market Noel. We took so much stuff. We rented a space to put some of the stuff in, and we did not sell, I don't know, less than $1,000. So it was a lot of work. It was a 3-day event. We had to go set up 1 day early. And then we used to the last ones break it down.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we were the last ones in that building.
Yes.
And Courtney was on the floor getting everything packed up when we got ready to leave. It was tiring.
It was very
exhausting.
tiring. So we're still doing that event, but we have learned to do it differently.
Yeah,
well, good.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree with you guys. Catering to where you are, catering to what you're doing. And before you go, guys, utilize your customers that you already have. Do a poll or a survey. What is it that you guys are shopping for? What is it that you guys are looking for? You know what I mean? Like, especially those people in that area. And, you know, they could even share it with their family and friends on their Facebook. Get a poll, get an idea of what people are looking for. Something else they didn't mention that always sell great, especially for me. I don't know about everybody else, but buddies, y'all keep them at eye level in a wagon so the kids can be right there. They go. Jennifer and I, we worked a home and garden show 2 weekends ago. She sold 5 buddies to one mama. One. Bought 5 at one time.
Did she have 5 kids or she just bought them?
No, so I think she had one child and then she bought them for her niece and nephews
Mhm.
and the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
So once you tell them exactly what they are, people are like, oh, that's cool. So yeah.
Another
is-
thing I found
Go ahead,
that
Angela.
was,
Mhm.
oh, I'm sorry.
Go
Another
ahead.
thing I found that was good is when there's a clearance sale, I try to get some of those items and then use the different color bulbs to show people how it can look different.
Absolutely. A colored bulb will change the look of a warmer.
100%.
And we don't promote those enough, you know. We really need to promote those color bulbs more. And you guys know everything now is in a 3-pack, no longer single bulbs.
Right. What I didn't even realize that. And I remember
Mhm.
somebody saying something, and then I got to looking them up and I was like, oh, but you know what? That makes sense. 3 bulbs for $5
Yep.
or $2 each. I mean, we're giving them a deal.
Yeah.
So
Amanda,
uh-huh.
can you hear me? Oh, it's Sakima.
Hey.
Hey, you know how you were showing the product sheet? I just wanted to briefly tell you guys something what I do with them. I fold them where it makes like a little pocket, and then I put my card in there with, you know, a wax with a sample inside of a little, you know, those really small plastic bags that can fit your business card in with a sample like Debbie does, but then I put it in the pocket of the product sheet, just something additional to, you know, it's easy to hand out to people and they have something to actually look at as well.
Right.
And you're not giving away catalogs since it costs obviously a lot more.
Oh yeah.
Can you do a demo of how to fold them? Have you done that? Video or
No.
anything? You
No.
should do that. Show us how
Okay.
to fold those product
Yes.
sheets.
That'd be
Yes.
awesome.
100%. Go live on TTS.
Yes.
And share with everyone how you do that. I was going to say,
That'd
you
be
guys
awesome.
may have to Google how to do that because I have no clue. But Sakima, we would love for you to go live on the group page and actually show everyone how you do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be very helpful.
Cool.
Very much. So while we're on talking about all the fun things, what about the incentive? Are we still looking forward to going to Hawaii or Bora Bora? I mean, I know I am. I hope you guys
Trying.
go too. I mean, I want to all go together. Like, I'm gonna put on my little green grass skirt and, you know, do this. I mean, I know y'all want to go. So tell me this, what are you guys doing to get there? Are we recruiting? Are we asking people about the business? Are we sharing it with them? Are we working with our team to help them promote? Are we doing that? Are we reaching out to them? Are we letting them know where they're at and what they need to do to get to that point? And help them get points? Are we coaching our new teamies?
I was going to say, I shared today on TTS. I went live and talked about what I've been doing as a leader to onboard and to help them promote, as well as my seasoned consultants, because I have a handful of women and men that are certified, but I've never promoted to lead. Guys, did you know when you become a lead consultant, you are now available to be found on the Cincy's website consultant locator? Raise your hand if you didn't know that. Just curiosity. Sweet. Yeah, so there's a few of you. Guys, random website orders happen all the time. So you want to strive to be lead and above. So that way, when they go on Cincy.com, they put in your zip code, your name pops up. That's easy PRV. That's easy money. Also, as a leader, if you have certified consultants or even essential that are making their way toward that level, 2,500 sponsoring points, guys. 2,500. You have 5 certified promote to lead in the incentive period. That's over 12,000 sponsoring points. That's way more than you need. Let me just go ahead and tell you to be a top 50 earner. And that's what I'm aiming for. Just saying, Bora Bora is calling my name. But I shared a live video today. That was my point. I shared the live video about how I do everything from the day they join and so on. So when you get a chance, go on over to Team Travel and Sense page and look that up. And then DPP has actually shared her onboarding text system with me that I sent to them. So that wasn't something I created. That's all DPP. Props to her for that. But find a system that works for you, right? And lead them to lead. Stop spoon feeding your teamies. I'm sorry. I'm going to be very transparent. That is the biggest mistake you can do. Because as a leader, you're not teaching them to be leaders. You're giving them every answer, everything they need. Here, let me put it in your mouth like a baby. We are grown. We all have individual businesses. We are independent consultants for a reason. Yeah, we're one big family and I will help you, but don't spoon feed. And anybody that's on here, don't expect your leader to spoon feed you. Learn your workstation. Utilize the resources. Guys, you can literally go on your workstation and type in recruit, sponsor, leader, and there is a plethora of docs, videos, tutorials, everything you need to do everything you're supposed to do as a leader. So please stop spoon feeding your team and help them become leaders, because that's where you're going to grow. Because let's just say you sponsor 10 people. You spoon feed every single one of them, and then they sponsor 10 people. So now those 100 consultants are all coming to you because you didn't lead them to lead. You didn't mentor and coach them to be able to show others how to do the same. So you're on that repetitive wheel. You want to make the system repetitive and easily replicated. That was the word I was looking for. So that was my spiel.
I love it. I love it.
I have to rant about that because that kills me when I have consultants and they're just asking me for answers. And then I ask them, okay, have you done this? Have you tried this? Have you gone here? Well, no, I don't even know how to use that. Okay, well, not that it matters, but I need to know who your sponsor is. I need to know who your upline is, because clearly there's a discommunication. There's a disconnection between me and you, and I need to do a better job. So when they come to me and they're 3 or 4 or 5 generations down, and I'm like, have you even gone down your chain of command? Like, what? There are steps in place for a reason, because imagine if we were all Debbie. Imagine if we all had thousands of consultants on our downline and they're all trying to come to you for answers. You wouldn't have time to do anything else all day long. You'd be answering question after question after question. And so you've got
couldn't
to
run your own business.
Yes, you can't. There would be no time in the day. So you've got to coach, mentor, and lead to lead. You have to. And I'm that way with everything. It's not just Cincy, but I mean, the way I coach, the way I parent, the whole 9 yards. Like I was never spoon fed myself. You know, it's a go get it type of thing. Like if you want it, you're going to work for it. But anyway, rant over. That video's on TTS about how I lead and how I'm sponsoring.
I didn't get to watch it, but I can't wait to go back and watch it now.
Yes, go back and watch it. Once my 2 girls that have hit Sensational Start, one's on level 1, one has already earned all 3 levels, and she did that in 40 days, with 42 days left, actually, so less than 40.
That is awesome.
Once those points update, I'll have over 9,000 sponsoring points.
That is
And I
amazing.
still have 7 new consultants that have joined between August and this week that are working towards certified and so on. So sponsoring, guys, is absolutely necessary when it comes to earning where you want to be in an incentive. If you want to earn the trip, if you want to earn the luggage, whatever, sponsoring is a must. That's how your business is going to grow. That's where the longevity is. That's where the growth is. That's where those leadership bonuses paid directly from Cincy come from. You could sell $10,000 in PRV all day, but in the end, you're only making 30% off of that, right? Because if you
Right.
sell over 2,000, you upgrade to 30% commission. That's no money. I'm telling you right now, that's no money. For all that work that you just put in to sell $10,000 and barely make what is that? Like 3,000 bucks or less?
$1,000.
Yeah, that's nothing. So you've got to grow, you've got to lead, you've got to sponsor, and so on and so forth. But yeah, sorry. I don't know what it is, but after SFR this year, I'm real passionate about that. And it's a shift. It's a huge shift for me. I've always sponsored. I mean, I've always tried. But when I came home from my Monte Carlo trip, being the top 50 earner this past season, and then SFR this year, I don't know. It was just a shift in my mindset. And so I'm all about leading and sponsoring and getting them to where they need to be. And so if y'all want to chat further on that, reach out to me.
I've had that shift too, Courtney, which is really crazy to me because in the beginning, I mean, my PRV was here, but I wasn't doing what needed to happen to move up the ladder. And so after SFR and I saw those people walking across the stage for annual mentor and, you know, all the things, then I printed out this. And now I have my list of who I'm mentoring this year. So they're all on there. And guys, I'm visual. I'm a visual person. If you're trying to earn this incentive, go to your incentive tracker and print this thing out. Like, I got the letter today that said I've almost earned my luggage. Yeah, look at Courtney. She's got it too. So almost earned my luggage. And then the next step is the level 2. And like, I have to see it. If I am trying to earn something and work towards something, I have got to see it. If I don't see it and see the progress, you can forget it. So I highly recommend you guys print those things out off of the workstation so that you can see it. So I have a challenge for you guys, and I know that we don't normally do this, but the challenge that I have is if you're not reaching out to people about the Cincy business, I want you to get out of your comfort zone, and I want you to reach out to at least 5 people for the next 7 days, each day about the Cincy business. So what you do is I have a little, I can put it in the chat, or I can send it in TTS, but I have a little script that I send to them. And I literally go down through my chat and send it to every single one of my people that I've talked to within the past 6 months and say, hey, I just want to let you know. Well, guess what? I've had people come back and just today off of my Bubble and Messenger, reach back out to me and say, hey, I want to hear about that business. Tell me about this. How can I get that free kit? Oh, it's only $40. Sure, I'll pay it. So I've got 2 today, and I've got a list right here of 4 pending that have to talk to their spouse or whatever, need to think about it, that I'm going to follow back up with tomorrow. Follow up is key. If they have reached out to you and they are interested, then, and they don't say yes right then, you better follow up, because they're more than likely, they're not going to reach out just because. They want to know about it. They need to know. And usually if they say they want that they need to think about it, that means that they don't have enough information. They haven't heard enough about Cincy to know what it's about. So it's your job as a consultant and trying to recruit to talk to them more about Cincy, know the facts, know what to tell them, and so on. So I want you to reach out for the next 7 days until our next meeting. I'm so excited to hear about I'm so excited to hear about the shout outs next week because I feel like we're going to have some new teamies. So for the next 7 days, I want you to reach out to 5 people every day and tell them about Cincy. Can we do it?
Absolutely. Yes,
I
girl.
think we can. Come
I'm
on.
doing it.
There's so
Raise
many
your hand.
people. Yes, there's so
Yes.
many people that are on the verge of getting to lead that all they got to do is ask. I know that I've preached that. I've said it till I'm blue in the face. Just
Yep.
ask. If you don't ask, the answer is always no.
Kick your ask in gear.
Yeah, girl. Yeah.
Wendy says that all the time.
I know. I know.
Piggyback off of 2 things that you just said. The trackers, guys. So I have one in my kitchen and I have one in my office because I'm not always in my office every day. Just depending on what's going on in our household. But this stays on my cabinet every day. This stays on my cabinet every day. And every day I go in and I update it. So I'm keeping up with my annual sales because I'm making sure I earn that $1,000 bonus next year again.
Yes.
I am keeping up with my annual mentor stuff. I've never earned an annual mentor. And guys, I'm not a bad sponsor, if that makes sense. That's even a word. I just have never had a system in place that worked for me the way that I'm finally figuring it out. So put it in front of you, just like Amanda said, she's visual. I'm a visual and hands-on. I work with both. But you've got to keep track of things. And these annual award trackers and this incentive trip tracker are phenomenal. Cincy Home Office puts these together for us and they're amazing. Second thing I want to piggyback off of is the sponsoring, recruiting, asking people to start Cincy. I don't know why, but people are afraid of the word party and they're afraid of the word join. I don't get it because they already know that's what we do. If they have any clue of what direct sales is, they know those are 2 main things that we have to have. However, sorry. Life of a coach, you have no voice ever. However, don't be afraid to post that. Don't be afraid to say, hey, would you like to host? Would you like to join Cincy? Would you like to join this community? Another thing I like to say is risk-free opportunity.
Mhm.
They have a way to start at no cost that wasn't offered when I joined in 2017. That's how fairly new this whole flipping a kit and starting at $0 is. That host kit has not been around forever. Last 5 years or less. So I want to, on top of what Amanda has given you, if messaging is not your thing, try a different perspective, try a different action. Go on your social media platform and you can either post a picture of you with product, you can post a picture of you with other Cincy consultants, whatever you have. And I want you to put, if you could start Cincy for no cost, raise your hand. Or if you could start Cincy for no cost, would you? Or, whatever, however you want to word it. But putting the start at no cost is the key thing because that's going to intrigue them. People love free. Hell, I love free. You want to give me something free? I am all in, baby. You don't have to ask me twice. I don't care what it is, as long as it's not a reptile. Okay?
Right.
But try that and then see how many people comment. So let's say you do it tomorrow. Nobody responds. Okay. Go on that original post. Don't post it again. Don't post it again. Go on your original post that you want to build and comment the word bump in the comments. BUMP. That's going to bump that post again. So more pages, more followers are going to see it again. Also, on top of that, if you need something on your Facebook, if you need comments for the algorithm to work, put it in the chat. Tell us about it. Hey, can I get some love on this post? Can I get some love on this? Can show some love for my new teamie. You guys work as a team to build each other's algorithms. Now be careful not to only post on Cincy Consultants pages because then that's all you're going to see. So make sure you're still doing a like 70 to 30, you know? But on top of what Amanda wants you guys to do, if that's not your cup of tea, because I know everybody doesn't like to message. I know sometimes you get a little nervous, whatever. If you want to try that and both, hell, go for it by all means. But put yourself out there. You're not going to grow if you don't get uncomfortable.
Absolutely. 100%.
So you could even do the 40 too. If you could start Cincy for $40, raise your hand.
That's
$40.
cheap.
That's super cheap. I wish that would have been an option when I signed up.
Right.
I paid I think it was $118 after tax and shipping when I joined. Yeah. And then my sponsor was my best friend at the time. Who I was going to sign up under. She quit before I even got to sign up. So I signed up under somebody I didn't even know. And look at me now. She's no longer a consultant. She's actually a customer.
Oh.
Yeah, both of them are. My best friend is a customer. She's one of my VIPs. She parties with me every month, orders for me every month. And then the other girl is a repetitive customer. But she is actually currently in my classroom challenge. I'm doing a It Makes Sense teacher classroom challenge. And I gave all these teachers a shopping link. And in 2 weeks, whoever has the most dollar amount in orders at the end of the 2 weeks, I'm going to gift them the commission from that party in the form of a gift card so they can use it toward their supplies for their classroom. And then plus they'll get the rewards to use on the Cincy stuff. So
that's awesome. That's a good idea.
That wasn't my idea. That was Erin's idea. So she helped me out with that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So everybody's ready to accept the challenge. You're going to reach out to 5 people this week. Actually 5 people every day for this week. How about that? All right. Does anybody have anything else to add? No? Anybody
Just
have any
thank you,
events?
Amanda.
Absolutely. Does
For leading
anybody have
tonight.
any events this weekend coming up? No.
No, we have a tournament, so we are events. I do have a fundraiser though, so
Awesome.
and those teacher link,
Yeah,
which
awesome.
that's something new. I've never done it, so hopefully, so far it's turned out so good. So,
Yeah, and off of what Courtney said about the links, one of the things, if you're fairly new to Cincy or if you're not, one of the things I recommend is having multiple parties open on your page. And that is so you can bless people with kids. If you do not have multiple parties open on your page, then people do not know that you're serious about your business. And I've heard Miss Debbie say that more than once. You know, it's so important to have those parties open so that you can bless somebody with a kid. And if you don't know how to do that, when the time comes, all you got to do is reach out to your sponsor. And I mean, I'll be glad to help. Just reach out and we will be glad to help you in any way you can to be able to sponsor someone with a free kit. We will help you get through the steps to be able to do that. Because everybody on my team, as of right now, I have 19. I will have 20 here shortly. And everybody on my team has a free kit. So yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, this weekend was my first time gifting a kid. Actually, she's on here, Maddie. She wasn't on when we first started, but her name is Maddie and she's new to the team.
Oh, welcome. We're so glad you're here, Maddie.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Welcome. I think there was a comment about not showing up on the website. Guys, you have to be paid at title. So keep that in mind. You have to be paid at title, and to be paid at title for lead to show up on the locator, you have to have 500 PRV every month. You have to have 1,000 group wholesale volume, and you have to have 1 active frontline. 1,000 group wholesale is not 1,000 in dollar. It actually is equivalent to $1,133 and some 30 cents or something like that. To find your group wholesale volume is different than point per dollar. So let's say you're shooting for a lead You need 1,000 group wholesale. Let's say you have 500. So you would take 1,000 minus 500, which gives you 500, and you would divide that by 0.75. So it's your goal group wholesale minus your current group wholesale divided by 0.75. And that's how you get the dollar amount. The dollar amount should always be higher than what your group wholesale actual number would be. So let's say you needed 500 to reach 1,000. So it's going to be $1. The dollar amount's going to be higher, but that's as a group. That's not just you. So keep that in mind. Everyone on your downline, not just your front line. That's you guys as a group together. And then the one active front line, of course, we all know to be active, you need 200 within 1 month. You need 200 that month to be an active consultant. So that would be to be paid at lead, and that's what you need to continue to show up. So even if you promoted, if you're not continuously paid at lead, you won't show up. So it's really important. That's why, again, I talk about leading to lead and all those things I ranted on earlier, and we won't go there again. So that's why it's super important.
I would just like to say that paid at title is important for your incentive too, because you got to be paid at whatever your title is to get those
Yeah.
consistency points. So you got to be
100.
paid at your title 5 out of 6 months.
Yeah, 100%. And if you want the PRV bonus, if you do 1,000 PRV 5 out of the 6 months, I think it's 1,000, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. It's not listed on that sheet. But yeah, then you get another extra PRV point incentive bonuses at the end.
Mhm.
So if you guys have incentive questions though, and about trackers and stuff, I mean, Amanda and I and Miss Carol, we all could sit here and talk to you guys for hours on all that. And we could sit and make plans and lay it all out. But that's an important step. You have to plan ahead. If you know you're shooting for level 1, the luggage, then you need to be working for points on level 2 so that way you don't fall short. Debbie says that all the time. If you're shooting for Hawaii, if that's where you want to go, you need to be working toward points for a top 50 earner. Most of the time, if you do annual sales and annual mentor, the majority of the time, you're also within that top 50. So if you're aiming for those goals, you're on the right track. So, yeah. I don't think there were any other questions.
I didn't see any more. And I think Mitzi
Definitely
jumped
check
off.
out. Oh, did she jump off? Dang.
She
That's
did,
okay.
but I just looked her up and she is on there. So I'm not sure when I looked under the consultant, she's there. So I'm not sure what she's seeing, or maybe, I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I got you. Maybe she was logged in as herself or something and it just didn't pull it up, or I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea.
But
All right.
thanks, Amanda, though, for doing everything tonight. We
Absolutely. I'm so glad. And I'm so
you.
glad that everybody was on here.
Thank
So
you.
yes. All
Yeah,
right.
hopefully
Remember,
we'll have people
Bye-bye.
back next week.
yeah, remember
Did
the
y'all get
chat.
a picture?
Yes, I got a picture, but I'll take another one. Everybody show their face.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, hold on. Let me get my video on. Hold on.
Hold on, wait
Hold
a minute.
on.
Everybody's like fixing their hair.
All
And
right.
Let me get my Pebbles ponytail. Hold on.
all right.
Minnie.
Oh, what's great is on my computer is I can see everybody.
Oh,
So-
good.
Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. All right. I can't wait to show Miss Debbie. Thank you guys for everything. I look forward to seeing you next week.
Bye, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thanks again, Amanda.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Good
Peace
night.
out, G Scouts.